U.S. agricultural exports are likely to set a record this year, and a big share of those gains are because of the growth in U.S. red meat exports. Reporter Brian Baxter has more on those trends from Washington, D.C.
The trend is clear. U.S. beef, pork, and lamb exports are growing, and U.S. livestock and grain producers have a world of opportunity available to them over the next decade. That was one message from the U.S. Meat Export Federation's Global Outlook Symposium.
Well, I think the value of this Outlook Conference is that we have our people that are positioned in the international markets, and they're in these markets 365 days a year. And what they're doing is they're coming back and they're presenting the reality of what's actually going on in the markets.
Well, I think the future is pretty bright. The growth is going to be outside of our borders. 96% of the world's consumers live outside the U.S. You know, that represents a lot of opportunity to export our beef and pork.
To see that logo and to take pride in our product being consumed around the world is a very good feeling for us as producers back in the U.S.
Speaking at the USMEF Outlook Symposium, Acting Secretary of Agriculture Chuck Connor noted the U.S. is on track to export more than $5 billion worth of beef, pork, and lamb this year.
Despite the obstacles they face, I think it is pretty clear that your members and your membership are finding ways to grow their export sales. During the first 8 months of this year, U.S. beef exports have been up by 17% to about 500,000 metric tons, and pork exports have continued to climb with strong worldwide demand. They are up about 6% so far this year alone.
Mexico remains the #1 export market for U.S. beef. Japan tops the list for U.S. pork exports. With support from the USDA, exporters, and producer checkoff programs, USMEF works in more than 120 countries worldwide. In Washington, I'm Brian Baxter reporting.
You can learn more about the United States Meat Export Federation. Visit usmef.org.